Hey, welcome back once again to Everyman Driver. I'm Dave Erickson. Thank you so much for watching. Obviously, this is the 2020 Hyundai Veloster, but I first reviewed the Veloster back in 2013 when I was so much younger. Hello and welcome back to Everyman Driver. I'm Dave Erickson. So glad you're watching. I gotta tell you, I've had a lot of fun driving the Veloster this week. In fact, I've been volunteering to go on errands just so I can take it out for a spin. And a lot of that has to do with the engine and performance. Then I had a chance to review it again in 2016. And a big welcome back to Everyman Driver. I'm Dave Erickson. Thanks so much for watching. This week I've had the pleasure of driving this gorgeous 2016 Hyundai Veloster R-Spec. And then I was lucky enough to have it last year, the 2019 Hyundai Veloster version. Hey, what's going on? Dave Erickson here with Everyman Driver. Thank you so much for watching this week. Today, a demonstration and driving review of this 2019 Hyundai Veloster N. And here we are back to present day, and this year, the 2020 Hyundai Veloster, which by the way, comes in 6 trim levels. It has this sporty compact look and its signature 3-door hatchback style. So those 4 trim levels are the 2.0, the 2.0 Premium, Turbo R-Spec, Turbo, Turbo Ultimate, and the Veloster N. And I am psyched to have the Veloster N this week. This is a 3-door, but it seats 4 passengers. The back 2 passengers must be smaller people, and there are a few engine options as well as transmission options. Today, we're gonna go over all of that, plus some driving fun. Let's get started. You certainly have some engine and transmission options depending on which trim level you go with, so I'll let you dig deeper on the trim level that best fits your needs. There's a 2-liter 4-cylinder. That is the least powerful one. That's 147 horsepower, 132 pound-feet of torque. That has a 6-speed automatic or 6-speed manual. There's also a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. There's an 8-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission as an option on the N, which we have. There's also a 1.4-liter 4-cylinder, turbocharged, 201 horses, 195 pound-feet of torque. That's the one with the 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. And then ours here, the 2-liter turbo. Listen to this, 250 horsepower, 260 pound-feet of torque. This one is mated to a 6-speed manual transmission, which is standard, and the 8-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission is optional on this trim level specifically. So you can have fun with it. All depends on what your needs are and how fast and how speedy you want to go. Before I do this demo, let's go back to 2013 and see what the Hyundai Veloster looked like in terms of headroom and legroom back then, and then we'll do a comparison to today. While access is very easy to get in the back seats, headroom leaves much to be desired. You actually have to lean back a little bit more where the glass is to find some more space, but even so, I'm 5'11", and there is almost no headroom for me. Legroom is just fine, but headroom, big issue. All right, this ought to be interesting, huh? A 7-year difference. What's it look like? Well, I have the seat all the way forward, so this is as far forward as it would go. It'd be kind of tight for someone my size up there, but here's what it looks like. And look at the head difference. Before, in the 2013 video, my head was actually just within the glass, but here it's still not fantastic for someone my size. I'm still 5'11". I haven't grown in 7 years, but my head does hit the roof line just a little bit. Not as tight as it was back then, but the glass, there's less glass. Interesting. Leg room about the same, I assume. But it still seems like a pretty comfortable spot for 2 adults. If I brought the seat back, of course, I'm going to lose some leg room, and this vehicle does not have a sunroof, and I'm pretty sure the old one did. Anyways, there you go. Little 7-year difference in backseat legroom and headroom. As beautiful as this back end is, cargo volume is not that impressive. Take a look right here, looking at less than 20 cubic feet of volume, or right about there. So I wouldn't volunteer to take your friends camping, at least not in this vehicle. Maybe pick something a little bit larger, because this won't work for that. Sure, duffel bags, groceries, and small stuff, but when it comes to larger items, probably want to skip this one, but that's okay. It's got other advantages. What do you say we take this bad boy for a spin? Of course. Yeehaw. Jester's dead. All right, this is gonna be sweet. I got this, the manual. Got some twisties. I got rev matching. I got a gorgeous day here. I got 6 gears to work with. Woo! I know these roads like the back of my hand. It's gonna be fun, man. Yeah. Now, last year, the Veloster was completely overhauled. While this model has not received any monumental updates, there are a few changes worth mentioning. Blind spot monitoring is now standard on the Turbo R-Spec. Turbo trim levels add standard wireless charging pad. The manual transmission is no longer offered for the Turbo Ultimate models. 8-speed dual clutch auto now available for the N Performance model, which we have. And again, this is part of the second Veloster generation introduced for 2019. Let's begin with the pros for buying the Veloster. The 2020 is clearly an inexpensive ride. Hyundai has given the Value Pack base model a starting price less than 20 grand. Your MSRP range is between $18,800 and $28,350. Most of the cars in this price range aren't nearly as cool, for sure. You certainly appreciate the Veloster's money-saving warranty as well. Aside from providing a 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, Hyundai also covers the powertrain for 100,000 miles. And don't forget about this hatchback's competitive fuel economy. Models equipped with the base 4-cylinder engine can get up to 33 miles per gallon. Now this is a driver's car. Reminds me a little bit of the Type R, quite a bit actually. Now I gotta be careful going around these corners because sometimes there's deer right before sunset in this section up here. Man, oh man, it feels good. A low center of gravity helps this lightweight hatchback to remain balanced around tight corners. Even when equipped with the standard suspension, the Veloster has an athletic feel to it. However, driving enthusiasts may prefer the Veloster Turbo R-Spec. Now, in terms of performance, our tester, the high-output Veloster N, sits atop the lineup. To give the Veloster N a stronger punch, Hyundai equips it with a specially tuned engine. I'm not an engineer, but it did feel pretty good. An optional performance package enables the Veloster N's larger turbocharged engine to squeeze out 275 ponies. With a 0 to 60 time around 5.5 seconds, this model definitely accelerates like a sports car. It is fun to go through the shifts. You'll also enjoy handling enhancements and a great sounding performance exhaust. Gray line, 2 oranges, and 2 reds, and it gives me a suggestion on what gears to go to. So I'm in 3rd. It says go to 6th, probably because of the speed. Oh man, this feels good. All right, they say this engine can go about 5.5 seconds, 0 to 60. I'm just gonna do an impromptu, probably get to maybe 2nd, all 3rd gear. So put your own timers on. 3, 2, 1. Wow. Oh man, too much wheel spin. 2nd. Oh, didn't quite get there. There's 60, but terrible shifting on my part. Let's try it one more time. No one's around. I'm in the country. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, dang it. And boom, there's 60. So that was a little faster. I shifted a little bit quicker. I'd have to go back and time it myself, but 5.5 seconds. Some of the smaller engine, the other 2-liter turbo, they say 6.5 approximately. Oh, here's the corners, yes! Woo! Yeah, dog. God, it feels good. Man! Only downside, well, they've engineered it to be front-wheel drive, but if it was all-wheel drive, I'd probably feel a little more confident going around those corners that the back end would stay where it is. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. Yeah, dog. Woo! Drink every time Dave says, yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. Drink. You can expect a lot of head turns and plenty of compliments. To give the Veloster the sleekness of a coupe, Hyundai equips it with a hidden 3rd door on the passenger side. Racy styling cues like a center exit exhaust come standard. Our Veloster N looks especially menacing with its larger rear wing. Now, if you do plan to buy a 2020 Veloster, you won't have to spend extra on the popular features. Right out of the box, the base Veloster 2.0 is well equipped, featuring standard Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Hyundai's touchscreen interface easily connects to your smartphone in minutes. Remote keyless entry is another in-demand feature. Most importantly, high sought-after safety features come standard. Forward collision avoidance assist, lane keeping technology, and driver attention warning give you extra peace of mind. And speaking of peace of mind, top safety pick credentials from the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety highlight the Veloster as a secure vehicle. It receives a, quote, good rating in all of its organizational key crash tests. If you do a lot of driving in high traffic areas, you'll greatly appreciate the Veloster's available pedestrian detection system. Blind spot monitoring and smart cruise control are also on the list of options. All right, some of the cons now. Small back seat seems obvious. Your front seat occupants shouldn't have any big complaints about its roominess. While small kids will fit in the rear seat, taller adults may not enjoy it. This is especially true for longer rides. Fuel economy could be a little bit better. Some rivals will save you more money at the pump. For instance, the EPA rates the Honda Fit to return up to 40 miles per gallon. On the bright side, even the high-performance Veloster N, which we have, is tuned to use regular unleaded gas. Here's a downside. Front-wheel drive is standard on every new Veloster, but there is no all-wheel drive. This car should perform well in rainy weather. Didn't have any in my case. However, wintry conditions may force you to stay home. Aside from not offering all-wheel drive, the Veloster also suffers from low ground clearance. There's a good chance you could get stuck in the snow. This also might be a downer. If you decide to buy this, consider upgrading to the available LED headlights. The standard halogen headlights aren't the best. They received a poor rating from the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. This is an especially important factor for folks who do a lot of nighttime driving. And last but not least, the Veloster N is a serious performance value. However, it may still be a tad too expensive for some people. If you opt for the N model's performance package, it increases the total cost to more than 30 grand. Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that overview, some of the pros and cons, and a walk down memory lane as I showcase this 2020 Hyundai Veloster in the N version of all the 6 trim levels. It is a gorgeous looking car, and this performance blue really stands out. Hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. Leave your comments below, and I'll see you next time. Adios. You still recording? You missed a great ride. Oh, jeez. Sorry about that. GoPro. I need a better suction cup. Oh well. One more thing before you go, I've added links in the description below to some of the best-selling automotive accessories and products on Amazon right now, plus links to some of the product reviews I've done. You can find it in the description below this video. And if you don't mind, take a couple of seconds and click that subscribe button. I'm uploading 2, 3, sometimes 4 new videos every week, and I don't want you to miss anything, plus it helps support my channel. As always, if you have any constructive criticism, thoughts, or suggestions about my video, please leave it in the comment section below.